Hey, Coach Abel here along with Coach Weiss, the Able Body Experts. We're doing a little mini-series here for you called Why Diets Fail. And if you saw part one, I did a dichotomy between homeostatic metabolic aspects of dieting versus the reward center of the brain, which is how man evolved. So I want to continue that in part two, and I want to talk more about that emotional, environmental cue to eat, Coach, that people aren't even entertaining. They buy diet after diet after diet and wonder why they're spinning the same tires, okay? So what we have, what we call is the cue, urge, reward, habit cycle. Okay, what happens is you get a cue to eat, okay? Usually environmental stimulus or food advertising. Food marketers are well aware of this, okay? They capitalize on this to the nth degree, so do diet marketers. Your cue, whether it's environmental or emotional, it could be stress, it could be anything, leads to an urge. The urge to eat leads to the pursuit of the reward. So if you look in, again, part one where we talked about food only mattering like sex when you're not getting any, okay? So you get cued by your environment or your emotions, which produces an urge. That produces the pursuit of the reward, which is to actually eat, and that becomes a habit. This is why people can't break that habit of, no matter how good their diet is, of self-sabotage, okay? No one in the diet industry is telling you this. No one, all right, except the able body experts. Now, this cue, urge, reward habit becomes a cycle. The only way of breaking that cycle has nothing to do with the next diet you're going to do. It has to do with what we call integration of the triangle of awareness. Tying together the physical, mental, and emotional aspects so you know how to deal with the cue, urge, reward, and habit cycle, okay? Along with cue is either the purposeful or conscious attempts of the food industry to arouse you, arousal, just like with sex. As we said in part one, the old joke, food and sex only matter when you're not getting any. That has to do with arousal elements. The more you diet, the higher your arousal gets. And Coach, I was going to do this in another segment, but you just came off contest dieting.
Yeah.
The leaner you get, the closer to contest and the more deprived you are of food, what takes over your mind?
Well, the very obsession thought of food is basically, I tell you one thing, you don't dream about cookies any other time of year than you do when you get ready for a contest. You just don't.
So
it takes over not only your conscious mind, but also your subconscious mind as well.
And how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable at all. In the real world, you're only going to put your body through that for so long, and some people can do it for a little longer than others, but it's not going to be anything that can be maintained in a long-term weight loss program, and that's why it's completely different context to what's happening when someone's doing a contest. But the diet industry doesn't present it as that way.
And the training industry,
and
all the infomercials with the right equipment and get ripped abs now and forever and all this stuff, none of them are going to alert you to the cue, urge, reward, habit cycle, and how arousal is basically evolved in your mind to prevent you from starvation or to prevent you from not perpetuating the species. So this is a part of that integration of the triangle of awareness. You're never going to succeed on a diet unless someone integrates this stuff for you and helps you with your cues to awareness. This has been a special Coach 'em Up on more of the diet industry myths.